Hello everybody! We will start now our live stream, and today the topic of our live stream will be Classic Eyeliner and all questions what will concern about this topic. We will wait a little bit for our guests who would like to participate in this theory session about Classic Eyeliner print makeup technique. And I will talk in English, and если вы хотите услышать свои ответы на русском или на украинском языке, пожалуйста, задавайте, я буду рада ответить. Okay, and let's start. First of all, thank you so much that you joined my live stream about Classic Eyeliner. I would like to share my experience with all my students and all my followers. You can find a little bit more information about me on my Instagram page, and also you can find the link on my online courses about print makeup technique, and also you can follow me on YouTube channel, and I will be happy to answer on all your questions about print makeup technique and Classic Eyeliner as well. Hello, my beautiful friend Emrit Barodi. She is my client, and yeah, I did for her a lot of procedures, and I really like to share my experience with all print makeup artists. Okay, let's start. Today we will talk about Classic Eyeliner, and I will show for you and will explain for you everything about this beautiful technique. First of all, the most common questions about the Classic Eyeliner: which procedures I'm doing with this technique and what I'm using for this technique. First of all, let's talk about different styles of Classic Eyeliner. It can be eyelash extensions, and it can be just a lash enhancement inside the lashes, and you can just fill in the color between the lashes. It's like very small and very comfortable technique and very fast technique. Today we will talk about Classic Eyeliner, and it can be, as you can see on these pictures, it can be different style, and you can see it can be different length, and it can be different thickness, and it depends on your style and eyes. And let me share with you one video, and you will see what I'm talking about. And let me show for you about what the style of Classic Eyeliner. You can see it can be different thickness and style for different eyes. And you can find information on YouTube and my Instagram as well. You can see how beautiful these eyes. And I'm showing all of that on my YouTube channel and on my online courses as well. And you can see beautiful blue eyes right now and green. And next one, what I would like to show for you, my Instagram page, and here in the link you can follow me, and also you can go to my online courses, and you can find information about all these courses. And for example, you can go and you can buy Classic Eyeliner, and you can see we have a lot of topics here and video courses, and you can find out a lot of information about this technique on my online courses. But now I would like to start our conversation about Classic Eyeliner. Okay, first of all, what I'm using, it's the most common questions. The My favorite, it's my black eyeliner by Svato Academy. It's liner with I'm doing all my eyeliner when I'm doing procedure. It's helping me to do mapping and it's helping me to do the sketch for the eyeliner, and it's really nice looking and very precise for my work. Also what I'm using two numbing cream. It's numbing cream Mesa Numb and also it's numbing cream Feel Better Now. This is first numbing cream and this is secondary numbing cream. Next one, what I'm using during procedure, I'm using machine. Absolutely, you can use your machine. I'm showing for you what I'm using. I'm using Academy machine from Svato Academy. It's professional liner S machine. It's like pro machine. And during my procedure, I'm using needles 0.25 or 0.30. It depends on the skin of my client, and sometimes I prefer to go with 0.30, sometimes 0.25, but for touch-up, sometimes I can even go with very, very thin needle. It will be 0.20. And what I'm using for my eyeliner, sure, I'm using the black one. It's BB color, super bright black color, and I prefer to use this color for all my clients. Sometimes I can go with some color correction for the old classic eyeliner, and it can be or corrector or it can be warm brown with red base. And next one, what I'm using, sometimes I'm using the thread for the eyeliner. It helps me to provide the same directions for the eyes, and sometimes you even can use the thread and sometimes you can use this just toothpick. Let me show for you a little bit more about what I'm using. Sometimes I'm using white pencil as well after the black eyeliner. Why? Because it can help me to fix the line here and here, and when I apply numbing cream on the sketch, it will save my sketch for the eyeliner during procedure and when I will do first pass. Okay, now let me show for you first of all, and also let me show for you what I'm using before the procedure, and I will answer also a question what I am talking with my client before the procedure, because it's a lot of questions sometimes asking my student. And first of all, I have to clean the client's skin, right? And I am cleaning with safety wipes. You can use what you have in your studio. And also you have to, before you go in with the client with procedure, you have to explain them before that you should remove first of all the lash extensions, eyelash extensions, because you cannot just wipe off the eyelids, and it's better then you will talk about it a little bit earlier with your client. For example, 1 or 2 days before, you can remove the eyelash, and it's better for the skin, which will be very comfortable for you to do the procedure. Next one, what I prefer to explain my client, if my client have lenses, for example, usually I'm asking them, you can take these jars and you can just remove these lenses from your eyes, and you can use just your regular glasses, or you can go with these jars, and you can, after procedure, you can apply your lenses. But you also at your studio have to have this one for your client, because some clients, they can forget about the lenses. And when you starting to do mapping, you can see that they have lenses, and sure, you have to remove it because the pigment will go inside the eyes, and you have to take care about the client before and explain before what can happen. And about what can happen after procedure. You always have to explain your client then it can be some bruises on the eyes, and it will be swollenness on the eyes, and the eyes can be very puffy during couple days. You have to tell this client before you go in with procedure. And for example, your client can book appointment in their convenience time. For example, if they go at work and they would like to have beautiful eyes, then you better to provide this information before. And then sometimes my clients, they book in on Thursday or Friday, and couple days they at home, as they don't need to worry about some capillaries, vessels and bruises on the eyes. It will help your client, and it's like your service. And next one, what I would like to tell you about the aftercare. A lot of perm makeup artists asking about what you providing for aftercare. Usually, if it's very small classic eyeliner, I'm just telling my client, just keep it dry, don't touch, avoid water, and don't apply any cream, any ointment. And it will heal better, because I explaining them that it's just scratch on the skin, and the pigment, it's very superficial now depositing in the skin, because for example eyes, eyebrows and lips, we have more skin on and to work with. On the eyelids we have very thin and sensitive skin. That's why I always tell them it's very superficial layer of the pigment on the eyelids, and you have to just take care about it. Don't touch, don't peel off all of that. And after a couple days, it can be 1 week approximately, or it can be 5-6 days. It depends on the client's skin and client's age, and the healing result will be even better. Sometimes our client would like to have very big eyeliner. It's like very thick eyeliner. And then, yeah, sure, I am recommending to apply a little bit ointment on the second or third eyelids, third days. And I am recommending to use our Svelto Academy ointment and just tiny layer on the eyelids. Hello! Привет! And next one, what I would like to tell you about the touch-up. Touch-up appointment, usually I'm recommended to do like with the formula. Formula, it can be 8 of my client or 8 plus 10 days. For example, imagine I have a client 30 years old, and the appointment will be 30 plus 10, it will be 40 days. If my client, for example, 50 years old, the regeneration process of the skin a little bit longer. That's why I will recommend for her to come back to see me and to do some touch-up and color boost for her eyeliner during 50 days, or 50 plus 10, it will be 60 days, like approximately 2 months. It's better for the healing result. And I think it's even better will be for you when you will work with the client skin and you can book appointment on touch-up during your first session. Next one, what I would like to share with you. Let me check the questions what I already got from some of my followers and students. And by the way, you can also text me here and you can ask question about classic eyeliner. I will be happy to answer on your question here as well. And let me talk about the what can happen during the procedure, what can be like mistakes or what can be the problem. For example, it can be eye burn. Let me share one case what I had. Usually when my client coming to see me during procedure, I explaining them all steps of the procedure, and I explaining them when we will do the sketch. After that, I will apply numbing cream, and after this applying a numbing cream, please don't open your eyes, because the numbing cream can go inside the eyes and it will be can be problem for the client. And some of my client, she opened the eyes, and what can happen? Sure, you will have some dryness and you will have some redness in the eyes, and your sketch will go away and you have to start to draw and mapping for the eyeliner one more time. Or even it can be sometimes even problem with the eyes. That's why when you're applying numbing cream on the eyes and when you're applying numbing cream between the lashes, just first of all, you have to be very, very careful what you're applying. Don't apply any liquids numbing cream. For example, it's like what I'm telling you, I applying Mesonumb, yeah, and it's like cream, numbing cream. And when I applying, I am very, very carefully going inside the eyeliner, and I am always telling couple times for my client, please don't open eyes till I will tell you. And when I am doing procedure, I provide in procedure, and when my work like 80% or 90% done, then I'm just asking, could you please open eyes, and I will check what I should add, etc. It's like you have to explain this for your client. It's like the best way how to explain. Just imagine, you can tell them, just imagine if something will go inside your eyes, like shampoo or soap, and you will feel not comfortable, right? And it's the same will be for you with numbing cream, and even it can be eye burn. That's why please just relax, listen music if you have music in your studio, and you will do your work, your procedure, and client will just relax, and after that she will open eyes when you will tell them. Next question, what can be the problem about removal? Okay, when we doing the sketch for the client, usually client asking to do like very big eyeliner, very long eyeliner or very thick eyeliner. You always have to explain them that after the healing result, you have to understand that it will be with you all your life. Yeah, it will be fading, but it's like tattoo style, right? It will fading, it will be a little bit less, like it's not will be bright like during first year, but it still will be with you all your life. It's not will gone like tattoo. And if you make decision to remove it, you have to use or removal, or you have to use laser removal. With laser removal, you have to explain your client, or even you can show for your client how it can be laser removal. And you have to implant in the eyes the iron shields, like lenses, to cover the eyes and to remove the old pigment. That's why I always asking my client, could we do a little bit smaller, like more natural look for you, and it will be better for you. You always, if you would like to go party, or you would like to make very, very bright makeup and very thick eyeliner, you always can do it. But for every day, I am recommending more natural look eyeliner, but also it depends on your preference of your client. And another questions what I have, It's about color migration. Color migrations can happen if the client feeling if the perm makeup artist working very hard and very pushing inside the skin, and the pigment can go on the vessels, for example here on the eyelids or in the corners. And let me explain this on the board, and I will tell you a little bit more about how to work with color migration, and you will find out your way how you will do it. Okay, imagine when you're doing the pigment implantation in this area. Sometimes vessels, it's like that, capillaries, and pigment can go up, and you can see that it can be like bluish or blackish spots on the eyelids. Sometimes it can be here, sometimes it can be here. And let me show for you how you can remove these spots. When you can see, when you are working with the client and you can see you have color migration, then what you should do, you have to take just Q-tips and you have to roll down all this pigment what you have on the vessels, and you have to push it down. And after that, if you already don't have any pigment on the vessels, you can take the Feel Better Now, like secondary numbing, and you can just apply the secondary numbing on these broken capillaries. And when you continue working with this client, just try to avoid this area to not again broken these capillaries. And if you need to add pigment, you always can add pigment on touch-up appointment, because if you will not remove this pigment, it will heal, and after that you will do removal, always removal. And it's better to try to avoid this situation and try to work more superficial when you are working with classic eyeliner. And remember, the skin on the eyes very, very thin and very, very sensitive. Okay, now what I would like to show for you, I would like to show for you the procedure, how we are doing the classic eyeliner. And by the way, you can find this on my Instagram or YouTube channel, and sure, on online courses. Here I am using black liner. Now you can see I applying numbing cream. Now I starting to draw the contour line, and always I'm checking the color retention. Then I continue to working with the contour, and now you can see I am coloring the liner and our shape. And also here you can see how I'm coloring the lash area. And now you can see it's our result after procedure. Beautiful eyes for this lady. It's me. And another video what I would like to show for you with this client, it's how the client's eyes looking after the procedure. And you can see I don't have any bruises and I don't have any color migration on the skin. Just what we have, a little bit puffiness in the eyes. and you can take a lot of photo and video with your beautiful work, and it will be for the reels, and it will be very good for your social media. Another what I would like to show for you how it's looking after first session, before the touch-up. Let me go to my YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel, and also you can find a full procedure of this technique on my online courses. And you are going to video or you are going to short, and you can see how it's looking after 1 month. It's healed after 1 session, and it's looking very natural. And when you are doing the pictures or video, usually you can a little bit open the eyelids here just to show your quality work. And on touch-up, as I already told you, you can just fill in some gaps. You can add the pigment, or sometimes if your client asking, could you please do for me a little bit longer, or could you please do for me a little bit thicker this eyeliner, then you can do some improvement. But usually I am talking with my client on the first procedure, and usually when they come in, I just can check the directions, and I can add maybe 1 dot, and then also I can add a little bit color boost between the lash area, because it's the most hard to fill in, and with this procedure, like first procedure and touch-up, it will stay long time with you. Okay, now next question what I have, and you can text your question here as well. I will answer. Okay, next questions. Now let's talk about the needle, what I'm using. As I told you before, I'm using the needle 0.30, 1.030 or 0.25. Sometimes on touch-up, if I need to do very, very thin, precise work and add some line, for example, I can take very thin needle like 0.20. But usually I am working with 0.30, 0.25. It depends on the machine what I'm using, and also it depends on the needles. Because different companies has different thickness of the needle. Even it will be 0.30, it can be different thickness in different companies. And usually I'm doing all procedures with 1.030. But sometimes if your client need very thick eyeliner, and if you don't have time, it's like you have to do it faster, or if your client very sensitive and you have to do it faster as well, you can take the needle 3RL. What does it mean? It means that you will have 3 needles together, 1 needle, 2 needle, and 3 needle. And it will be together. It will look like that. It will look like that. And when you will work with these needles, usually I'm working between the lash area, and I'm working with very, very small back and forth movement and very, very short movement. And don't go deep to the skin. You can work in 45 degrees with this needle. And just be very careful, because you can implant a lot of pigment in the skin. It will be looking like tattoo style. That's why this one is just when your client have a very big eyeliner, or you should do it faster, or your client have very sensitive skin. Then usually I'm working with needle 1.030. Yeah, it will be a little bit longer, but with these needles you will work more superficial, and this superficial work will be better for your client. Why? Because the black color will look more blackish, because if you go in with the color a little bit deeper in the skin, you know that it will look like more greenish or even more bluish. And now I would like to show for you the pigment what I'm using. I'm taking now 2 glasses. I already need water, but now I just will show for you these glasses with 2 colors what I'm using. Okay, now I will show for you super black. And let me show for you how it's looking. We need to shake pigment first. And now we will one more time trying to do our black. Okay. And now look how it's beautiful in our glass. And this is Super Black by BB Color. Okay. And next one, what I'm using sometimes at the end of procedure, I'm using brown with red base, just when I would like to color a little bit more bluish eyeliner that my client have, for example, before, and I need to do some color correction, or I even can use a corrector for my client, and it will be better healing result and will be more blackish and like graphite or grayish style. And let me show for you this one. And you can see as well how it's looking. Yeah, it's looking beautiful as well. And let me just show for you. It's like brown with red base. You can do just one pass at the end of the procedure if you would like to do it more blackish for the client, or if you need to do color correction. First of all, I'm using color corrector, and then after that I'm using the black pigment. Yeah, and look at this beauty. 90% of my work I'm doing with black, just black, but sometimes last pass I'm adding my brown with warm base. Okay. Next one, what I would like to show for you. I would like to show for you how I apply numbing cream and what happened with our sketch. Imagine I will draw on my hand. This is our sketch, and you see this line very, very precise with eyeliner. And when I'm doing the numbing for my client, you can see how it's looking. It's like cream base, meso-numb. When I applying the meso-numb, I'm taking Q-tips and I applying on the skin like rolling movement, like that. Very careful, because I want that my sketch will stay after that. I apply numbing cream for 10-15 minutes. I'm waiting, and after that I have to remove the numbing cream and I have to start the procedure. I'm taking the napkin. You already maybe saw this, how another artist doing this with the numbing cream, and just you have to just remove it like that, and you can see that my line is still here. And you can start the procedure, you can start to work with the client's skin. And really, it's helping me to save time. Before I was using numbing cream, I was applying numbing cream for 20 minutes. Then I remove numbing cream and then I'm starting to draw the sketch. And during this time, sometimes you can draw the sketch 5 minutes. Sometimes you can work with the client mapping like 20 minutes or even 30 minutes. It depends on what your client would like to get. And when after that you're starting to do procedure, your client feel very, very sensitive. It's like painful for them. That's why it's like you have to apply more and more secondary numbing, and it's more time for you because secondary numbing blocking capillaries and the pigment is not depositing to the skin very fast. That's why now I am working just first of all, I am drawing the sketch with my black liner. After that, I have to agree this sketch with my client. And after I applying Mezzonumb, it's looking in the box like that. I apply Mezzonumb for 10-15 minutes, and during this time I'm preparing the machine, needles, pigments, etc. at my studio, and I'm starting procedure. It saved me approximately 30 minutes, plus it's not painful for my client. And sometimes if I have very, very thin liner, I don't need to even apply secondary numbing because I already finished after just applying first numbing cream. And I apply secondary numbing just at the end of procedure to just block capillaries. And it will just try it and it will be very useful tip for you. And let me check what we have in my questions. Now, the question was about the needle and how I'm doing the shading and contour. When I'm working with the needle 1.030 or 0.25, hello, I am working usually on 90 degree or 85 or 80 degree. Imagine this is your skin and we applying the needle like that, yeah, and we are working like 90 and 80 degree. When we are working with the needle 3RL, with 3 needle, yeah, we can work with 45 degree. First of all, it will be 3 needles together, and plus it's like you doing it just because you have to deposit and implant more pigment, yeah, and that's why the pigment will be more in the skin. But usually when I am working with 1 point, I am working with just 90 or 80 degree. And you have to work very, very superficial. Don't push the needle inside the skin because, as you already know, if you will have broken capillaries, you can have the migration on the skin in these areas. And just try to make it and color, like stay calm and just do your work. It can be 30 minutes for one eye if it will be big eyeliner, yeah? But your client can handle it when you are working very superficial. And sure, if you are already feeling that your client already very sensitive and it's painful for you, you can apply secondary numbing and you can move to start to do another eye. And after that, you can continue and you can return and you can do this first eye after the secondary numbing. Next question, what we have? We have question about the sketch. A lot of clients asking me about students, about how I'm doing symmetry and how I'm doing that their eyes have to be even, right? Okay, let me show for you in our book, our Academy, Sviato Academy book, and I will show for you and will explain how we are working with the client. First of all, you can see that you have to draw the very good directions here, and it should be the same, right? First of all, what I'm doing, when my client sitting in front of me, I am doing dots near the crease here, and I have to look on the face, not like laying down the client. My client sitting in front of me, and I am putting like marks, dots in the crease here. Let me just show for you on the board how it's looking. Okay, first of all, what I'm doing dots here. And when I am doing these dots, next one, what I should do, I should draw the line, direction line, what will be for my client. And what I'm doing, you can put one dots here. It can be -1 millimeter, or it can be second or third lashes in the corner, because here we have dangerous area. You see here, dangerous area, and it can be, as I told you before, it can be like color migration. Then you can draw the line here. When you have the line, you should do the same line on another eye, and you should look on the face of your client, and it should be not like that, yeah, it should be even. Sometimes I am taking the toothpick like that, and I'm just doing like that for my client. And we are talking how this client would like to get her eyeliner. A little bit up, a little bit down, but not go like that, right? Yeah, I am usually going a little bit up, and if you will have your dots here by the crease a little bit down, then your stick and this toothpick will be a little bit down as well, and you will see that you don't have right symmetry. That's why this toothpick can help you to do it even and symmetrical. Sometimes what I am using, as I told you, I am using just thread, and you can do the same for you. It's like when you're doing the sketch, it can also help you to provide the same and even line, direction line of our eyeliner. And usually what I am doing when I am creating the line, usually I am just following my bottom line of the eye, and it's like that, you see? And it's very, very easy just to follow the eyes of your client. And as I told you, you can just discuss the tail. You can go a little bit up, or you can go a little bit down. It depends on the preference of your client. Sure, if your client have very, very closed eyes like that, then it's better for you to go a little bit in this line. But if your client has eyes like that, like she has very big distance between the eyes, then it's better to go a little bit up, like more like cat eyes. After that, when I have direction line and when I have symmetry, I am asking my client, could you please lay down? And after that, I am doing the sketch and mapping on the eyelids. And usually, first of all, what I'm doing, I'm looking in the middle of the eye, and after that, I'm just drawing the line here or just dots like that, and then you can just connect these dots. And you can see now we have very good eyeliner and shape of eyeliner. Then here you have to be very careful about the tail. Some clients, they would like to have a little bit thicker tail, but usually I'm recommending to do more precise tail. And you can do more precise here, like more sharp, and sharp tail will look more natural for the client, and it's really nice looking when your client will see like that. And usually when I'm taking the picture before, I'm showing for my client how it will look in front, and also I'm showing how it will look from both sides, and we making decision. Because sometimes our client has also asymmetry in the eyes. Some eyes like that or like that, right? And it depends. We have to do the face, and we have to do makeup, and we have to improve the shape of the eyes. Also, one time I had the client, she had one eye very big and one eye very small. And also when you are working with the sketch, you have to think about what you can offer for this client, how you can improve the eyes, and don't do like it's even, yeah? It can be a little bit different, and even it can be a little bit different in the direction line. Why? Because we all have some asymmetry in the face. It's the same like you're doing mapping for the eyebrows or you're doing mapping for the lips. For example, if we have some asymmetry in eyebrows and eyes, you have to look on the face of your client, and you have to together make decision which sketch and eyeliner shape you will do for your client. Okay, next one. Next question. It's about movement and how I'm working with the client's skin. Okay, let me show for you on the board as well. As I told you, this is the skin. And as I told you, I'm working in 90 degree, right? But when I'm working in the skin, this is the needle, I'm working very small movement. And it will be movement like 1 millimeter. Yeah, 1 millimeter. Because it's not like powder technique on the eyebrows when you're doing your movement like 1 centimeter or 10 millimeter. With the eyeliner, when you doing the contour line, you doing very short movement. The same idea when you are doing the coloring of the eyeliner, you also have to do very short coloring. And one more time, let me show for you how it's looking on the video, and you will find out one more time what I'm talking about right now. Okay, this is our sketch. And you see how I apply numbing cream. It's very easy. And now you see short movement, very short movement. And when I'm doing the contour, always checking the color retention. And moving forward with the coloring. And now you see the my movement very short. And at the end of procedure, I'm coloring the lash area. And you have your beautiful eyeliner. You can watch full video of this process on my online courses. And now I would like to share with you my experience about how I taken the video and how I'm doing photo and how I'm doing collages, etc. For example, now, as you can see, I have microphone and I have two cameras. Now I'm looking to another camera. And now I'm doing two videos for you guys in Instagram, and also I'm doing the video for my students. It will be recorded to my online courses, and also it will be on my YouTube channel, as I told you, Marylito. And first of all, when you're doing some social media, for example, if you would like to explain something for your clients, or you would like to do some reels for Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or YouTube, for example, usually when you are explaining something and talking to your followers, usually the best what you can buy and invest is microphone, it's sound. You have to have very good sound. It's first of all. Next one, you have to have good camera. I have professional camera, and my videos on YouTube, sometimes I'm doing on professional camera Canon, but sometimes I'm using just regular phone. For example, right now I'm taking reels and I'm taking now our live stream with Samsung. I have another camera and it's my old iPhone. I'm taking a video for YouTube and my online course. And also you can see I have also iPhone 13 Pro. It's where I have my notes about these live streams, and also where I'm showing for you the photo and videos of classic eyeliner technique. And when you're taking a picture, it depends of your preference. I prefer to do my pictures on Samsung 10 Plus. Sometimes I like to do some pictures and videos on iPhone, and I'm using the macro lenses for my small reels or for YouTube channel for small short video as well. And it helps you to provide very good quality pictures and video. And the best what is about this with my macro lenses, it's like you don't need to do any Photoshop. And it's like when you're doing the video, it's your real work. You're showing how it's real for your client, yeah, and for your students. When you're doing the pictures, sure, you can use some program and you can edit your pictures, and you can do some improvement with the program Snapseed, for example, or Facetune. But what I recommend for you, and I have the video about this on YouTube channel, that when you are doing editing for your pictures, just please don't do a lot of Photoshop. Why? Because it's not your real work. And when your client coming to see you and they realize that it was just Photoshop, then they will be not really surprised that your work on Instagram and Facebook, it's not comply with what they already saw on Instagram or Facebook, and you have different quality. Like, I always asking you, could you please invest in your education? It's better for you to invest in online courses or private courses and improve your skills and technique than to do a lot of Photoshop for your work. And on my YouTube channel, you can find some videos. For example, again, we are going to Marylito, and you can find here in the shorts and video, you can find here the information, for example, how you can do collage for your pictures. For example, you can find collage how to do collage in Snapseed. I'm showing here how you can provide beautiful photo collage for your client. And here I explaining how you are doing it in this program. And it's very easy. This video just like 1 minute, and you can learn a lot from this video as well. And additional, what you can learn from me, you can go again to my Instagram page. You can follow link Marylito. And here you can see where I have my online courses. I have for free for you online courses about Snapseed program, how you can do the editing for your photo and how you can do collage for your pictures. And it's for free. You can just enroll in this course and you will find all this information. And also you can see, you can buy my online course Classic Eyeliner. Also you can buy Magic Shading Eyebrows, view more courses. You can buy Aquarelle Lips course, Soft Eyeliner course, Covering technique for the eyebrows if you need color correction for the client. And you can buy 3 techniques together and it will be cheaper for you: Magic Shading Eyebrows, Soft Eyeliner and Aquarelle Lips. And another questions what I have from my student about how to shoot the video and taking the pictures. What do you recommend to do before they're taking the picture? Sometimes when you're doing Classic Eyeliner, it depends on the eyes. Some eyes very sensitive and very dry and they have redness. First of all, you need to do, you can ask your client, can I use some eye drop for your eyes? And you can use some eye drop for the eyes before you taking a picture. And you can wait couple minutes and clean the eyes very carefully, and you have to do it without any water in the eyes, and it have to be clean area. You can use napkin, and then you can take the pictures. As I told you, you can take the pictures on your phone or camera. It's like, what do you prefer? And you can use, as I told you, you can use macro lenses if you would like to show the macro details of your work. And you can also take a video for Reels and for the TikTok and for the Facebook page. It's now very good for your followers and for your Instagram pages as well. And our last questions about the Classic Eyeliner. It will be print makeup courses. You can join my online course if you would like to improve your skills. For example, if you're already doing eyeliner but you would like to improve the skills, you can follow me on Instagram, and you can just link in bio, or you can just text me on Messenger. And also we will provide the print makeup courses on about all our print makeup technique: Classic Eyeliner, Soft Eyeliner, Magic Shading Eyebrows, Aquarelle Lips, or Cover Up technique. It can be in Calgary, or it can be Edmonton, Vancouver, Toronto, Miami. It depends which city you prefer, but what I will tell you. For example, next week, one of my students, she's flying to see me in Calgary, because Calgary, near Banff, it's national park, park, very beautiful park, and it's really nice to spend sometimes in Calgary. And if you fly in, for example, from even USA, it's even will be more cheaper for you to buy flight, to buy hotel, and come to see me and to get course and work with the model. And I will explain you everything in details and will tell you all my secrets and tricks, what I'm doing when I'm working with the clients and when I'm doing classic eyeliner. If you have any questions, please, you can text me right now and I will answer on your questions. If you don't have questions, please, you can text me your question in private messages, and also you can text me under this post about which live stream you would like to get next time. For example, it can be about magic shading eyebrows or soft eyeliner or aqua lips, and I will do next live stream maybe next week, and will tell you about this technique on our next live stream. If you don't have questions right now, I would be very happy to see you and to answer on your questions on Instagram, and see you next time. Bye. And by the way, don't forget to tag me on stories, and maybe you can take this picture and you can tag me, and also I will share your post in my stories as well. Nice to meet you. See you next week, and text me about which technique would you like to look and watch information on my next live stream. Okay, guys, ladies, bye bye. See you next time.